Okay, this is Dubshack again, with hopefully the last time I try to record this. What we're doing today is we are playing Dust to Dust, specifically one portion of that episode where you have to activate all of these switches up here to get onto platforms, and some of them have radiation or electrical damage, and anyway, it's really hard to get across, and whether you're disabled or not. And that was actually the reason why I decided to record this today. Somebody mentioned they had motor control skills, and honestly, this thing is hard enough. I mean, I can really relate. I have essential tremor and fibromyalgia, and like I have almost no control of my left hand. So basically, when I go through this, my left hand is only going to do one thing, and that is press the shift key when I need, so that I go into run mode, because expediency is very important in this getting through here. The second and probably the most important thing is my mouse, and I am using, get it out of here, the Logitech G10 or G600 MMO gaming mouse, which MMO mouses are basically, they have the keypad right here on the side for activating tray powers, and they have, well, they really have three, well, they have two main buttons and then a third button that's like a shift key, but it's more like control. So like if you hit control 1, it would be, on your second tray there. But a couple of really important things that I like about this mouse is the way that it fits your hand, and also that I'm going to be firing, because you have to fire at each node in order to activate it. So I can do that with my thumb, and I've got enough control in my right hand that I can do that. I can move, which I don't know how many people know this. I didn't know this, but in an MMO game, basically you press one button and you can move your mouse around, and you can move the camera around anywhere. Here's what I did not know. You press one button to move the camera around, then you press the second button, and that person will move in that direction. And it's actually the same with starships. Your starship will move in that direction too. And ever since I learned that, it just blew me away. You don't have to have an MMO mouse. You can use another mouse, like this is the Logitech Anywhere Mouse MX, which has the black ray tracking. So basically, you can be on your couch or whatever, and any kind of surface run across, and it's good. I got this because I used to be a drafter, and we needed a precision mouse, and it's got a couple scroll buttons on the side, and these are programmable, so you could set one of these to like 1 or 2, 1, 2, and still use your thumb to activate the or shoot your weapon while moving around. So that's the way I would recommend doing it. You don't necessarily have to do it that way. You're not required. You can also do it with your keyboard, moving around, back and forward. The problem with the keyboard is you don't have any camera control. So before going into this, if you're going to use the keyboard, I would adjust your camera with your mouse so that your nodes are always up to where you can see them. So I think those are the biggest keys that I can impart to you. So I'm going to go ahead and try this for basically the last time. Last time I'll be doing this episode.
Corner.
We have command codes that'll...
Yes, it does. When the Kabali... Jedliah has command codes we can use to... One last thing. Are you certain you want us to focus our efforts? Give us a few more seconds.
I have always picked normal. I have absolutely no idea how to do this on...
the cores are exposed. It's your
setting.
move now.
I might try it with a different BOF. Or a different tune. Another thing I would say is I don't target these because they'll shoot automatically to here, and I'll probably explain it a little bit better when I get to the platform where that's an issue. Let me just get through this real quick. Now you notice I didn't even have the camera on the node. That's not completely necessary. You just, as long as you're
What are you doing? Are those
kind of
command codes?
in that general direction,
Interesting.
you can it will shoot that node.
He's trying to access data on the new flagship.
Here's where
keep
the
an eye on
electrical things come in. You got to be careful. If you touch them, you die. You know, I have a sneaking suspicion. It doesn't matter what weapon. So I'm going to switch to my plasma, piercing plasma gun. That'll give me a little bit more reaction time, because that Herald staff does take a little longer to fire, whereas the piercing plasma, which the only way to get this, incidentally, is with a delta ult. It's a level bonus, basically, picking ground gear. Okay, here's where I was talking about, where you've got two nodes on the wall, and you might end up shooting that one there. Okay, now I'm not going to get on that, because in a few seconds it's going to. But I'm willing to bet if I went like that. Oh no, it shot it again. See, once you get into this next room where it's just all these, then you start to get in a little bit of trouble. So what I like to do is I like to try and aim just a little bit this way. Oh wow. Yeah, that makes a huge difference. So if you don't have the piercing plasma,
Keep giving me the codes.
an alternative I would suggest is the rapid fire auto rifles, which
Whatever you're thinking of trying, don't. We're almost there.
like, oh yeah,
You keep saying that, but I'm still here.
disruptor full auto rifle, something like this, you know, basically a full auto, something like this. A split
Stand down
beam
before
rifle
this gets any worse.
is probably going to be the same thing as the Herald staff, where it takes quite a lot of time, and you know, pulse wave.
Worse?
No,
How can
I
it
don't
get
know about that one,
worse?
but I would just a suggestion.
I don't want anyone to get hurt.
Crap.
And I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want my life back.
See, you gotta be careful there. Careful where you're shooting.
Don't do anything you're going to regret.
Oh, I stepped into the electro.
I'm going home. Whatever it takes.
You can't go to Voyager.
I have the codes, and now I have the coordinates.
Ah! Man.
Personal shield losing power.
I think I'm hesitating too much. I need to get more aggressive on this. Shit. Ah! Mother. Ah. Sorry, it's a long time. I can do this. Ah. Wow.
Personal shield losing power.
That was interesting. Wouldn't recommend it, but might be able to do that to my advantage. Shit. Ah, man.
Personal shield losing power.
So close. Okay. See, if you get to a certain point, you end up on one of these up above platforms. So at that point, you get a target. And then jump down and hope you don't die. Damn.
Personal shield losing power.
This is tough. It is not easy to get through this. I feel like I'm having an off day too, though. Like my Adderall is not working. Mother, really?
Personal shield losing power.
Aha! Yay! I did it. Okay, I was hoping to do that without dying, but there it is. And I hope this is helpful. I really do. So, dub check out.